The League of Extraordinary Frontmen, a podcast where 4 lead vocalists from 4 different Connecticut metal bands try to cram their egos into one room to talk about comic books, Star Wars, sci-fi, and anything else that comes up.
I'm waiting to be impressed.
So grab your underoos, strap in, and set your phasers to stun, because it's time for the League of Extraordinary Frontmen on the Metal Syndicate Podcast Network.
Out of context, that could mean anything.
Yeah.
Scotty, you're on.
Sorry, I had a big weenie in my mouth.
So much, Greg.
Alright.
People can take that however they want.
My buns are hot and toasty.
Sorry. League of Extraordinary Frontmen here. We're eating our hot dogs right now. I'm just
We're
going to
eating
blow it because I
weenies.
said I had a big weenie in my mouth. I'm going to kill that.
Again, that could mean anything.
Kill that big
You think?
Shove that whole
Welcome to the League of Extraordinary Frontmen, episode 86. The 2017 Terrificon review. Oh, wait. The Agrippa 93 Axe Fest review.
That's plug number 1.
This podcast was recorded on Sunday, August 20th, 2017. We are your hosts.
Agrippa from Agrippa 93.
Scotty Anarchy from Crossing Rubicon.
Castle Frear from you know where.
AJ Pelletier from, I don't know.
It could be from space.
You're from Naugatuck.
From don't tell people where I live. Jesus Christ! Edit
Naugatuck
that,
Valley?
please edit that out. Next.
He's like, alright, let me mark it.
Marked.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
I'm a walrus.
Cuckoo Gashoo.
Jeanne, Agrippa 93, Crossing Rubicon.
In alphabetical order.
Yes.
And my wife is here. Michelle from space.
She's going to change that to Uranus.
Yeah. You know what? I think I am from Uranus.
With the double-edged Hondas we've been doing today, it would only make sense.
All these wieners and Uranus jokes.
Come from the stinkiest planet on the...
This is the part where I talk, huh?
Too many jokes about wieners and
All right.
Uranus.
We don't have any guests this week, but we do have some content.
Woo! Content.
Content is a safe way to say it, right?
Sure.
Why not?
We're starting to get less and less guests because people are actually listening to the fucking show.
Oh,
They're like, I don't want to have anything to do with these guys. You notice how many guests we have that all of a sudden get sick that day? Come on. Oh, yeah. Fiddly D. I like to come down there and plug my band and talk about geek stuff. And then
If
they
we
like listen to
ever
the show.
come up with League merch, there's gotta be a Fiddle-dee-dee t-shirt.
Oh, absolutely.
There's gotta be.
We have no emails, we have no guests, so there is no guest host interrogation. Do we have a host question?
Yeah, we always have a host question.
We will have a host question.
Absolutely.
I've
got an idea for one.
Okay, good. We have a host question. We have Odd Comic, we have Nerd News, we have New Toys, Show and Tell, and of course, the most important part of the show,
Your mom.
your mom.
Your mom.
Oh, let's go right into our host question. What do we got?
Our host question, which we've had planned all along.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Elements of being a frontman. Being able to perform, being able to sing, and being able to write are those are the 3 elements of what makes a good or bad frontman. Some frontmen are better at some elements other than others, like some are better singers than performers, maybe better writers than singers. How do you, meaning the people in this room, go about your job as being a front person?
Well, we always joke about the front man showing up with a microphone. That's it. 5 minutes before you go on stage, the front man shows up. We always joke about that, but we all know that it's not really the case.
Well, in your case, you have a lot of other technologies to hook up.
I do. True.
You can't ever be mysterious because you're just like, you gotta plug all this shit in.
Yeah.
This onliner ain't gonna do itself.
But like I said, we joke about it a lot. How the front man doesn't do much but show up and be pretty. And for some of us, it's harder than others. But when it comes to the role of being a frontman, I mean, okay, we talked a little bit about like Phil Collins off microphone. Does a frontman have to be the singer?
Oh yeah, yeah. Sometimes bands will, like the singer will defer to like the guitarist to do the majority of the
Right.
talking.
Yeah,
Which is
that
kinda
happens a
lame.
lot.
For the
Well,
most part, I never liked that.
yeah, you'd rather hear it. You know.
When I see that, the first thing I usually think is, look at me, I'm the guitarist. I don't get as much attention as the singer, so I'm going to talk.
Or sometimes I think it's the front man that doesn't feel like he's as entertaining.
True.
Or
Maybe?
just being shy. Like, I like to sing, but
I
I'm
like
not-
to sing,
Which kind of
Yeah.
takes
Like a
away
Jim
from being
Morrison
front-
kind of thing.
but it's their interpretation
Yeah, I
of
mean,
what a front man is. Are you able to sing, write, do all that stuff, but maybe just not be as entertaining? Your guitarist is the entertaining one. Why not parlay that onto them?
I mean, I've seen bands where literally the bands are like fighting over the microphone between songs and like talking over each other, and it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
it's
It's
awkward.
chaos.
Yeah, it's like, look at me.
I used to have one band member that would drink too much, and whenever they drank too much, they would start talking in between sets,
Yeah.
and it used to piss me off. And there was one
Was that
point.
you?
No.
I had a band member that was almost the same way too.
There was like one point we actually had this whole part staged where every part of the show we faded off from this ballad. I would walk off stage, and then the bass player would kick into the next song, and it was this emotional part. We got everybody quiet, and we wanted to kick in with it, And this person was like, "Yo, yeah, how great was that song?" Blah, blah. We're like every fucking time.
Every time. Yeah.
It was a major embarrassment.
Where
Yeah.
does Scott go?
I was like, I do the talking.
Does
Sorry.
Scott go home?
And that has to be defined, and that's what makes the front man or front person. Is the person that's up there. Most of the focus is on them. They do the communicating with the crowd.
It's the dynamic within the band.
I know when I was in Demon's Pass, like that was the part that I found the most difficult, and I was the most insecure about that.
Yeah.
Like anytime the guys were like, "Oh shit, we got a tune," it's like, "Oh fuck my life," like I don't want to do this. Like
Right.
I feel comfortable doing the singing, but
The talking part.
yeah, every now and again, I would have like a decent time of doing it.
Yeah.
But those were like so far and few between, and it was just kind of like really dependent on the audience. Like if we had a really receptive audience, it was like pretty chill and like a lot of fun. You could kind of joke back and forth with them,
Right.
interact. That was cool. But if it was just me like going, "How's everybody doing tonight?" and you got
Crickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you should
Yeah.
just get some like phone call holding music that you can just play in between. Please hold.
Your
Or
call
like,
is important
I
to
don't know,
us.
like a little video between each song.
Here at
Yeah.
Demon's Past, we
Right.
appreciate your patronage.
When I go,
oh shit, where were you guys 5 years ago?
when I go about like my whole approach to doing everything I do on stage, so much of it is worked out in the beginning, like beforehand.
Yeah.
I always try to. I know every time throughout the set the times I will talk and address the audience, and for the most part I try to do it as little as possible. But I also try to do it as entertaining as possible. I try to do over if there's like a longer intro of a song and there's a part that might quiet down a little bit, I'll do my speak right there. Before a song here or there, maybe try to get through maybe only talking 2 or 3 times most of the entire set
Yeah.
and keeping it short.
Would you like practice the in between song banter at
Yes.
practice?
Really?
Not
I never did that.
yeah, would you feel? Did you kind of feel like a little disingenuous when you were doing it like live? Because I never
thing
practiced
is,
it, and
I
I always
always-
kind of thought like it would feel weird. To do.
I kind of always go about my frontman performance almost like a theater background, and I had to sit there and read lines with people in theater for years. So I look at it as, I might fudge it up a little bit. I'll be like, all right, I'll be like, before Bittersweet, I wrote this song when I was, and go. And like at rehearsal, I might just kind of flub it around a little bit. But the thing is, knowing how long I'm going to talk every time, knowing pretty much what I'm going to say, and get to the point that I'm so comfortable with it that I don't say the same thing every time. I just kind of shoot from the hip, and it comes out a little differently every time anyway, but it's still the same format.
Yeah.
And there are times when I'll have to ad-lib if something goes wrong. And it used to be so weird where it would happen so often than not, or so not so often that I kind of like, oh shit, I forgot how to improv. But for the most part, you pick it back up. But everything about the performance that I do on stage is still, to me, as much as it's me being myself, it's also me being that being the ringmaster.
And it was interesting how you said it's like your on-stage persona. Your on-stage persona is like an exaggerated
It kinda
version
has
of
to be,
you.
yeah.
Right, and so it's not
'Cause no one's that
disingenuous
much of an
because
asshole.
it's Scotty Anarchy talking on stage as opposed to Scott Wozniak is on our show. So it's not
Who?
disingenuous. I mean,
yeah,
Scotty
you
Anarchy
get
is
full on anarchy on this show too.
Right.
That's it's funny how you mentioned that because like when I'm on stage, I feel like I'm a different personality.
Yeah. You kind of have to.
You're playing a part up there.
I kind of black out
Yeah.
most of the time.
I mean, the
do
only
it.
thing I
Thank God
can
for
put
muscle
akin it to
memory.
is,
Yeah.
like you
Black
said,
out.
like with acting. I mean, I only did theater in high school. But, like, you kind of have to do that personality. Or, like, when I do karaoke now, I guess that's something else I can relate it to for my own personal thing. That's not me singing. Otherwise, my shy little self would never get up there. I have to be that 800-pound gorilla version of myself. And not give a fuck, and I'm a big fat ass gorilla, and when I was doing stage, that wasn't me, because then I would be too shy. You just kind of have to be a different version of yourself to steal yourself from all of that. And I was getting to a point, but yeah, it's not being disingenuous when you're doing that. It's just being a good performer.
The audience deserves the best you got. I mean, actually, the funny thing, we just talked about this a couple days ago with a couple friends of mine, where like somebody asked me one time, like, well, we had this conversation about how much I hate gimmick bands, talking about being disingenuous. I hate gimmick bands passionately, like Kiss, like the whole idea behind it, where you're creating an entire phony persona, either to spoof or make a joke about something, and it's something I take very seriously. But it's funny because somebody said, it was like, well, you wear makeup on stage,
but you don't wear heavy makeup.
Well, I was like, it was really weird where that came from and why I love doing it. When I was in theater, the first time they actually had me put makeup on, I was like, I have to what?
It's like battle paint, though.
Yeah, well, to me, it was like I'm not putting makeup on. This is stupid. No, everybody has to do it. Then all my guy friends that are older were like, no, Scott, it's all right, it's cool. And I got out there with makeup on, and it was, kind of like battle paint, but there was also part of me that it was like my safety mask. And it enabled me to put my whole self into the performance and not have it reflect on me as a person.
Yeah.
And as stupid as it sounds, but the first time I ever put eyeliner on stage as part of Crossing Rubicon, I felt that ease all over again. Like I felt that I could do whatever the fuck I want because I've got my safety net, my blindness blanket on. And it gave me so much more confidence on stage. And I actually got to the point where I love wearing eyeliner so much that I'll wear it out when I want to because it's becoming more a part of me. Maybe helping me kind of deal with some of my shyness.
There's things like that in this life, like when I put on a full face of makeup to just go out, I feel better. And it's like that security blanket, that battle paint. And you get to be not somebody that you're not, but you get to be this exaggerated version of yourself, and there's no fucks given.
That's what the stage presence is. It's an exaggerated version of yourself.
Do you feel ever like the stage version of you is the you want to be?
It was like that in the past. Actually, it's funny.
Yes.
People actually had.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
I actually had somebody say like one time like there's Scotty Anarchy and there's Scott Wozniak. They're two totally different people, and it got to the point where I felt that that was that, and I always said Scotty Anarchy protects Scott Wozniak. But then it got to the point where the more and more I did it, and the more and more I got to when I actually decided like I kind of like made some changes in my life and I was going to be myself. I found myself becoming more and more Scotty Anarchy. So much so that Scotty Anarchy and Scott Wozniak are kind of the same person. Like, Scott Wozniak has no problem with looking somebody in the eye and say, go fuck yourself. It just, like, because Scott Wozniak was a fucking pussy who did have issues with that. And Scott Wozniak drove himself fucking nuts because he had a lot of regret. Things
Cares a lot about what other people think.
He didn't really stick up for what he believed in. But Scotty Anarchy kind of helps Scott Wozniak do that. So yeah, there is two sides to me, but they're kind of becoming one, and I think I feel better that way.
Now, do you feel like a complete lunatic talking about yourself in the
a little bit, but then again, Scotty Anarchy doesn't give a fuck. If you yeah, but like another thing too, like I think a lot of times I look at frontmen and people that I've really looked up to and for influence. I mean, my number one being Freddie. Talk about a guy that did almost all of those things to perfection.
Yeah.
His writing sometimes Brian May wrote the better lyrics. But for the most part, that guy could walk out on stage, smoking a cigarette, drinking a beer, do a 3-hour performance, and kick ass the entire time. He made you, if you were the
I made the songs fall out of my mouth, dog.
Yeah, you know, the people sitting in the back of 100,000 seats in Wembley Stadium feel like they're right in front of the stage because he was able to do the big
He was
movements
such a
in that.
performer.
Yeah, so that's the guy that I always looked up to, and I always kind of emulate but try to find my own way of doing it. You know, the whole, like, every movement's got to be big. Like,
Well, it's the stage.
you're playing to 3 people, but you're like, come on!
Right.
And I feel
Yeah.
like, it makes you feel like, even though there's only 3 people in front of that stage, if you're that person watching that performance, you feel like there's 200 people behind you. You know? It's just kind of, yeah.
I don't know, for me it's just that the person you see on stage is a person that it's been buried deep inside, whether it's what I write or how I perform. It's just how I am. And I may not be able to do that in real life, but what you see on stage is the real AJ, 100% of the time. So, I've never had an issue getting in front of people and doing stuff. I've been in theater like you when I was younger. Never had an issue getting in front of people, and it's what I love doing. So, I mean...
Well, I'm an introvert by nature, and I've been told many times that, like, when I get on stage, I'm a completely different person. I was told that last night. So I kind of feel like it's a different world, you know? It's like it's a place where it's like a safe, even though I feel like it's a safe place,
It's like a moment in the sun.
it's a safe place in front of a shitload of people that I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, so how safe is that? But you get to be, you know, you kind
glad
of
the
get to
joke
be
wasn't
somebody
wasted.
else. You know,
You
It's kinda cool.
expose the real you.
Yeah.
I've seen you like 2 or 3 times before I actually met you. And I remember like I bumped into you at the website that first time we talked, and it was kind of like, hey, how's
Yeah.
it going?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like, we were like
Believe it or
Silent
not,
Bob.
I'm not very social. You know, I'm very introverted, but like getting on the stage, it's like things open up.
Yeah.
You know.
I find it harder sometimes to like. I mean, I'm very open with you guys because I know you guys, but like, I find it very hard to like talk about like personal stuff when around people I don't know. But like expressing it through my music was always something that I can do, you know, without any problem to
Yeah.
an audience, especially if they can relate to it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to writing, like, how personal do you guys get with your lyrics?
Everything.
very personal.
I have a couple of personal ones, but a lot of them is just fantasy.
Yeah,
Well,
that's kind of the way I am. Like,
Yeah.
The name Crossing Rubicon came from that because I was going through a lot of shit at one point, and I started writing songs about the shit that I was going through. And I remember thinking to myself, there's no way I could play this song for people. There's no way I could sing this song for people because I'll probably lose my job. I'll probably get divorced. I'll probably get arrested.
and all those things happened.
And all those things happen. Yeah, eventually. But,
You're right.
but it was so weird. So I went with the name Crossing Rubicon because Shakespeare buff, Crossing Rubicon.
It was a
that's
really
the one
intelligent a choice because the first time we saw you guys, I don't think we had started League yet, and I thought I got that Shakespearean thing, and I thought it was a really cool name for a band, and now that more that I know you guys, it was a really intelligent choice for a band
People
name.
think it's about a car.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah,
About
but
the
it is.
Jeep.
I came up because I was
sad.
looking. I was a big Shakespeare nut, and I was kind of going. A lot of my songs are written, I think, with some Shakespearean themes to them, even some Shakespearean quotes to them. And I was remember like, I want something from classic literature, and I'm going through it, and all of a sudden like I like woke up in the middle of the night. I'm like, Crossing Rubicon. I went to practice the next day. I couldn't sleep. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I stayed up all night because I couldn't wait to get to practice. I didn't tell anybody. It was like, I think I got the band name. I think I got it. And I go to practice that night, and I was like, Crossing Rubicon. And Brandon looks at me, he's like, you're naming after your fucking car? And I was like, what? No. But yeah.
Ready to play.
My earlier stuff when I was writing it was a lot of it was like occult influence because that's what I was into at the time. If you look like my older songs, they're very like mysterious and very occult driven. The average person would have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, but I was living that at the time.
And that's how you get them in.
I was living that at the time, so it
Merchandising.
was all very personal to me. But now it's like I have a couple personal songs here and there's a couple songs that like, you know, this shit came from my heart. And there's other songs like obviously I'm not joining machinery would join the circus. It's fantasy.
It'd be
I like-
Join
cool,
the
though.
citrus.
I've seen your laugh.
Oh, I love the concept between join the
Lemons
circuits.
and limes, join the citrus.
things like Into the Deep. It talks about water and drowning, but it's actually about being depressed and trying to pull yourself out
That's
of
what it feels like, though.
it. Yeah, I find over the years that my writing style has, lyrically I should say, has changed a bit. Like I think it's gotten better
Oh,
and more accessible. I think.
Man, your songs are hard to learn.
You're welcome.
You have this amazing
They're catchy as
ability.
fuck.
Yeah.
They're
Well, they
catchy as
sound
fuck.
catchy, but like on the surface level, you're like, oh yeah, that sounds catchy. But then if you learn, like,
There's
get down
layers.
to the cellar,
It's like an onion donkey.
every riff ends differently every time through, and you're just like, motherfuck.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I can't cut and paste this.
Nope. No.
It was.
See, I have a short attention span. That's the thing, because
Oh, I can tell.
it's like and you can tell because like all the songs that I write are like interesting from the first
Yeah.
note to the
As
last
soon
note.
as I get a part, I'm like, yes. And then I
It's
get to the next
entertaining
one
to
and
listen
change
to,
it.
though. And that's
He's
what
gonna
it's
be
definitely-
motherfuck you in
Yeah.
the living room. I'm
Good.
just like, what the fuck?
But
Why?
that's what music. I mean, nobody
hate
wants to
this
listen
band.
to a song
Don't
that's the
song.
same throughout.
Right.
Like at least with I can go and see 10 other bands that's like okay, copy paste, like you were saying, and then you come up, and it's interesting throughout, which
Like
is
I'll stick
rare.
to a format. Verse, chorus,
Of
verse,
course,
chorus.
yeah, because you
But
have to have a guideline.
like verse sounds one way. The second verse sounds different.
Right? Yeah, you
And
can
the third
have
verse
that
or whatever
progression
sounds
throughout a song.
different than the first
can
and
have a
second.
Progression
progression
throughout.
throughout.
Listen,
Jeannie's like,
That's a
fuck
tough
off.
one.
Everyone trips on that
That's
song.
a tough one. Yeah,
Jeannie's fuck
that one's
you.
all over the place.
And your fucking
I would say
progression.
if
I don't think it repeat. Other than the choruses, I don't think it ever.
I
Well,
don't
even the
think- I don't
choruses
think the
don't
whole
even.
band has played it right once.
Probably
One
not.
of us hits a note somewhere.
You guys have come close. I'll give you that.
Damn it!
I actually say that a lot of my biggest influences from writing is religion,
Yeah.
and it was like I went to Catholic school,
I'm sorry.
and I studied theology and philosophy of religion, and one of the things that going to Catholic school will make you do, I don't think anybody goes to Catholic school and becomes a strong religious person.
Probably.
Most people get out of Catholic school and they fucking hate religion. And the beautiful part is they actually give us all the tools needed to
Bash religion.
bash religion in an intelligent way. Because you've seen it, you've read the sci-fi, and now you have all the knowledge. And I actually took theology and philosophy together, which really fucked my head up.
Oh, it would.
And so I had a devout Christian person in my band at one point, and I deliberately used quotes and story stuff from the book of Exodus to write a song completely disavowing people with strong religious beliefs that have hypocritical practices, and just throwing it right back in their face. And this moron went and played the song every single time I played. I had no fucking idea.
That's fantastic.
And it was like, we did Act Contrition, which the whole idea of that
One of my
was...
favorite songs.
Thank you. The whole idea of that was this person living a sexually immoral lifestyle that he probably shouldn't have been doing because he was raised Catholic. He believed that if he said the Act Contrition, then he would be dissolved of all his sins. And yet, at the same time, he is projecting the guilt that he has on the person that he's in a bad relationship with. So he uses that person, personifies them as a vampire. So that's the whole thing. So you get this really edgy sexual lyric, and then I'm praying this prayer of, forgive me, God, whatever. And the best, we've had 2 women in orgasm listening to that song.
Nice.
True story.
And one man.
What?
And one man.
I had somebody that asked for the lyrics because they were trying to figure out what I said on one line, and they couldn't really make out some of the lyrics of the song. So Jeff Miles sent this person. I never knew this conversation happened, and she contacted him and saying, "Please don't tell Scott." But I was listening to the song, reading the lyrics, and I was in a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot, and I just orgasmed. So he's like, "Oh, I'll never tell Scott. Don't worry about it." So guess what happened? I'm like, "You're gonna tell me that I made a woman orgasm in a different zip code?" High fives all around. So we're playing the song, and Jeff tells me, "Oh, that girl Wendy's in the crowd tonight." I And I was like, really? So I got on my
This song's for Wendy.
That's it. This song's for Wendy. And I was like,
Love your hamburgers.
She have her whole face on that night, like
she was not happy with Jeff.
Oh,
Not at all.
it's
I didn't even know
marriage.
where she was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, thank you, religion, for giving me all the tools that I need.
And also religion, fuck you.
Right.
Oh, Sister Rosemary, you cunt.
All right, so we covered lyrics. We covered like duties of a frontman. What
Duties.
What about singing? Because
You gotta
singing
be
is
a
one
good
of those
singer.
things- You gotta know to be.
You
You
gotta
gotta,
be.
No, you don't. You don't have to be a good
That's true.
singer.
I mean, I suppose you don't, but to be in a band that's going to be entertaining, at
Bob
least to
Dylan.
myself, you have to be a good singer. Because
Or
I
at
don't
least you
like
have to be
listening to somebody
unique.
bark out lyrics.
If you're entertaining,
I don't like listening to somebody bark out lyrics. You can be
Well.
entertaining as all get out. I don't want to listen to you if you don't have a good voice.
I would say too, like I respect like singers, and for the most part, I try to be careful with my voice. You know, before shows, there's certain things I don't eat on certain show days. Don't drink. I quit smoking because of singing. And I love, like, yeah, I mean, I've been on tour where I've had back-to-back days and I'm losing my voice and I'm hurting, or I've been sick, and you gotta go on vocal rest. And you know, last night was really cool because Rob from Dead by Wednesday comes up to me and he was
he was a
resting
mute.
himself.
Yeah.
He was mute. And I'm like, you know what? Welcome to tour life, buddy. And I was like, give him a hug, but like, you know, you'll get through this. Just, you know, don't let them get you to whatever. And you know, like, God, you know, warming up before shows, warming down after shows, taking some kind of singing lesson to actually do something. I mean, yeah, singers get the bad rep of they just show up, plug in their microphone, and do their thing. But you know what?
You're protecting your instrument all the time, though.
Yeah, to do
because
it
your instrument
right.
is your body.
I mean, even the way I talk, I'm always concentrating on making sure I'm not pushing for my throat. You know, like stuff like that. Stuff like that to make sure, you know, like I just, you know, like again, you see, like I said, the smoking thing's a big one.
It's huge, yeah.
You know, drinking before sets, stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, there's lots.
There used to be opera singers, side note, that
Yeah, this is gross.
this is gross, but there's famous sopranos that did not want to hurt their voice before a show, but they were alcoholics. So they would take a bottle of vodka or what have you and stick it up their butt. And that's how they would get fucking blitzed before a show because your colon will absorb the alcohol.
Why don't we pause right here and
try it out.
But that's how they, because any kind of
going
alcohol
first.
will damage your vocal cords. And
Scott's
that's
like,
how they did it.
I like to drink.
That's how they used to do it.
And
Well,
I'm
they
into
still do, I'm
And I'm
assuming.
into putting things up my butt.
If that's your livelihood, you protect your vocal
come
cords.
on, best of both worlds.
My vocal teacher told me that story.
Well, there was a,
When they're recording Rumors, they used to have an assistant who would just blow coke up their butt.
Oh, I believe
Yeah.
it.
Like,
Yeah.
How do you get that job?
It's like fluffer, only.
Like did they stick a straw up their ass?
I would
Have to.
assume. I would
Or
assume.
they're just like pop
One of
a
those
little
big
out there,
boba
just,
tea straws.
Hands all over his
just blow them
face.
like a trumpet.
I'm not totally rejecting this vodka thing.
Don't knock
Yeah,
it till
that
you
was
try
my
it.
vocal
I'm not saying
teacher.
that.
She was like, "Oh, you want to get blitzed and still save your voice?" I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay."
The other thing too,
Just rub a little
yeah.
around the rim. You're good.
I loved her.
Did you like it?
I've never tried it.
I remember
Never too young.
a long time ago, it was a Webster Theater show. Demons Past and then the Red were playing together, and I was half in the bag, which I shouldn't have done in the first place, but I just
It's okay
remember.
there.
Yeah, I just remember Kevin and I were hanging out in the main lobby, and I'm giving him vocal warm-up lessons and stuff.
Oh, I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that night.
Yeah, that was
This is
our
good
last
for
show
your
with
throat.
Brian. I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a fun night.
That's the only time I've ever done vocal warm-ups.
And I was just like, man, you got a great voice, man, but you got to learn how to take care of it and stuff like that. So I'm like giving him lessons out in the main lobby, and people are walking by like, what the fuck
Oh,
are they
it's
doing?
like the worst. You never want anybody anywhere
Well, I
near
mean, like
you.
it was like early enough in
When
the
you're
day.
doing
where,
it.
like,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
wasn't a lot of people there.
I don't
That's the
think-
most embarrassing
Yeah, I don't
shit.
think the doors had really opened.
my
No.
band members bust my balls about it. It's like, really?
Yeah.
It's your instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But you know
Yeah.
what? I'm actually warming up while making fun of you.
Nice. Yeah, so don't
I'm
knock it.
mimicking you.
Chrysanthemum, geranium, chrysanthemum,
like,
geranium.
I hate you guys.
No,
Yeah,
but really, I
Red
actually
leather,
follow
yellow
you.
leather, red
I don't
leather,
like making
yellow
fun of
leather,
you, but
red
I'm
leather.
actually like, oh, I'll warm up with him.
David Reese actually told me, a former singer of Accept, we were on a little tour run with them one time not accept, but his current.
Oh,
band.
listen, you name drop.
No, I'm not. Well, fucking nobody knows who he is. Sorry, I don't know who he
I
is.
don't.
So we were on tour, and I kind of got like all this like words about how he's like not a very nice person. He's very like whatever, and I was kind of like built up to not talk to him very much or whatever. And he was like coughing in the. I was in the bathroom. He comes in the bathroom next to me. He's like coughing and hacking left and right. Hey, if you want to use some vocalists, go ahead. And he goes, singer. And I was like, yeah. He goes, awesome. He's like, what do you do to warm up? And he starts going right into this with me. And he was like, so where's your scarf? I was like, first tour? I'm like, well, technically my second. He was like, you always wear a scarf on tour. Always. Back to back. I don't care if it's 95 degrees outside at a festival show. You wear a fucking scarf till you get on stage. And he's like, this keeps your all this warm, and it keeps it all loose, and it helps you through your warm up. And I was like, oh, cool. And then like the next day, it was cool because
He got strangled by a scarf.
He got strangled by a scarf.
Sucks.
The next day we were
Died
playing.
tragically from
We were
scarf
playing-
incident of
we were playing a place in-
2015.
Yeah, I got caught in the bus door.
Sorry, I
The
just
next
stepped
day
all over your dick. Go ahead.
We were playing in a place in New York, and he comes up to me. We were warming up in this like really tiny back room area as we were just doing warm ups. And he's like, "Can you imagine us, two world class singers such as ourselves, warming up in a shitty bathroom?"
He's got good acoustics.
Excuse me.
Well, it was like we had nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. It was cool having another singer kind of like give me some pointers.
I
The
learned.
scarf thing does work though.
Yeah,
I
it
learned
does.
if you're a touring musician, I learned this from the singer from Islander, that if you're a touring musician and you meet people daily, don't shake their hands. Just do like a
You'll get sick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do like
Oh,
a
fist
like
bump.
do a
That's a
fist
good
bump,
thing for
because
everyday life for
you're-
anybody. I hate
yeah.
shaking hands.
Yeah, that's what Howard Stern does.
I fucking hate shaking hands. It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Howie Mandel does.
Yeah.
Well, he's a
He's a
germaphobe.
germaphobe.
Yeah.
Oh, I.
Big time
It's
germaphobe.
disgusting. When I was in the auto industry, I didn't like shaking people's hands. Mm-mm. No.
I don't blame it. I hate shaking hands too.
People don't wipe their people wipe their ass and then don't wash their hands. It's disgusting.
That's why
Yeah,
I
no
carry a
shit on
bottle
my
of Aerol
hands.
in my car. So
Hey, come on! Sometimes the only way you can get people back when you work in the restaurant.
All right, so why don't we talk about like the extracurricular things that vocalists do or frontmen do?
I've taken vocal lessons.
Kevin better
professionally.
not do any
I'm talking-
extracurriculars.
I'm talking about like the stuff, like the band stuff,
Oh,
like
okay.
the homekeeping stuff.
Oh, well, I think most bands that I know, the singer is usually the manager.
Yeah.
I mean, we do, more of the booking, the content. We're always the content. Very seldomly is there the whole, oh, talk to this person. They're the ones doing this.
Right.
Well, like with Demons Past, it was kind of a shared thing. Sort of. Nick would get some. You would
Yeah,
get
They
some.
would stick up their balls right now.
towards towards the end, I did the majority of like
Yeah.
the marketing and talking to people. But yeah, like earlier on, it was a little bit more collaborative.
It's kind of the frontman's duty to be that contact person that people.
It's kind of expected.
Yeah, I mean you're the person that's representing the band, so people go talk to you, so you make all the contacts, and a whole bunch of other shit comes with it, like booking and scheduling practices and stuff like that. Like there's a whole shitload of stuff that goes with it.
Well, just for today, or no, yesterday. Was it yesterday or today? I saw the bass player from Rage Against the Machine was shitting on Neil Peart for
What?
being a dick to him backstage one day. And he told the story, and I was like, I've heard the story before. And Neil Peart admits that he doesn't really like meeting fans and talking
No.
to people. That's not his job. He plays music, and he thinks it's foolish to want to meet anybody in a band. He's like, just
Because he doesn't feel like people should be elevated.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't feel like this super drummer.
That's
I-
kind of noble
drum
in
guy.
a way.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
And it comes off wrong.
Well, I think there's a difference. There's to me there's a difference between wanting to meet somebody because you're intrigued by them and would like to actually talk to them, and then there's the fanboy thing where you're just kind of
Right.
like, fuck away from me.
Yeah.
That's the part he's uncomfortable with.
Yes.
People like worshiping him.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And some people were shitting on both sides. And I
we
said,
are not, by the way,
No.
to the audience.
I mean I saw both sides of it. I think it was kind of lame that he came back years later and released this public statement. Just get over it already. I always say too, like when it comes to being the singer and being that person. Case in point, we were playing a show. It was actually the show that Jeanne had asked me out in. Actually, we had horrible news the day before the show. A week before, I got hit up that there was a kid, and he was a big fan of ours 14-year-old kid who had stage 4 leukemia. And I did a radio piece for this radio station they listen to, just saying that, across the river, we're pulling for you, Joe, whatever. We do this thing, and they showed me a video on Friday night of him hearing this, being all excited about it and stuff, and Perfection Life was his favorite song, and it was really, so Monday, I contacted the station, like, I feel horrible, and all I did was just, I would love to talk to this kid, oh yeah, we'll set something up, and like, they gave me the kid's number, and the next day, I was busy with something else, and I was like, I never called him, and he died.
Yeah.
And I felt horrible that I couldn't have stopped for 5 minutes and give this kid a call. And I sent an email out to the band because we were kind of going through some turmoil in the band personally at the time. I had just been diagnosed with cancer. And I just said, let's just do what we got and dedicate the show to Joey tomorrow and stuff. And it was just I was just hating life that day. I was miserable. It was one of the days that I did choose to drink before a show. And we had a great show that night, and I was holding back tears because all I kept thinking about was this kid that actually loved our music, and I could have just given him 5 minutes of my time. And people are coming up to me talking to me about, oh, what are your influences? Why do you have your hair this way? What do you And everything just seemed so fucking trivial.
Yeah.
And you wanted it to take everyone and just get the fuck away from me.
Everybody has bad days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You're entitled to that.
But
If
at the same time,
you meet a celebrity, I'm not saying that you're a celebrity, you're far from it. But sorry, I was there.
It's true,
I'm the lead singer of these frontmen. What are you talking about?
It's true though. You meet a celebrity and sometimes they're having a shitty day. Sometimes they're just having a fucking bad day.
And so they carry that with them because that person goes out and tells other people, oh, I met this person who's on this TV show or whatever, and they were a fucking dick to me. Yeah. Well, maybe they had a shitty day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's kind of weird for another celebrity, the guy from Rage Against the Machine to be, crapping all over, somebody, because he should know better.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, now, everybody I gave a decent conversation to, and I knew I wasn't a dick to anybody that day. It was all people coming to me and saying nice things, but it was just kind of it just seemed kind of trivial.
Right, yeah, in the grand scheme of things, and you're going to have off days.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What?
It was funny.
What?
Anyway.
What was funny?
What I said before.
It was kind of funny.
It was good. Come on. I don't mean it.
Oh, we're still
No,
I know I don't mean
I
it.
know,
I
I know. It's well, you also really don't understand what it's like to have a bunch of people coming up to you praising you.
Nice. That was good. That was good.
Well done.
Touche.
I love you.
Well done. Well done. Is there anything else we want to add on to this, or we want to wrap up the
just
segment?
getting started.
We good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, let's take a break.
You get your hot dog when I say.
Where's my wiener?
You'll get your wiener when I'm damn ready to give it to you.
Well,
That's what he said.
I heard it.
Because he
That's
just said
what
it.
he said.
That's what he said.
This has been a very interesting episode so far.
That's about perspective.
That's still your plate. I didn't spit on it or anything. Wink, wink.
Oh, thanks.
Dibs.
So, we're recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about some odd comic intro, please?
Hot comic.
Here we are
Kevin's drunk.
I forgot about the extended edition. Sorry.
That was the director's cut. That was probably the most horrible thing I've ever heard. I think everyone in this room is dumber after hearing that. I'm just kidding.
Suddenly we're on American Idol.
All right.
I'm gonna have to nurse Kevin's dick
I'm just
back
going
to
to side
health
with
after
I'm
that
only kidding.
Oh, sorry, I didn't warm up first.
You didn't want to go first.
He hasn't worn a scarf.
Where's
in a
your
while.
scarf?
He used improper
okay.
technique.
It's okay, your stage
I don't have a
presence was
scarf.
amazing.
I just had a cigarette. I'm doing all the wrong things.
I'm kidding, that actually sounded
He
really
just
great.
goes over that gallons of cum.
Yeah.
Alright,
That
alright.
helps.
What do we got for our comic?
Odd comic.
Well, in honor of the late Jerry Lewis, who, let's be honest, he was,
Kind of a douche.
I heard he was a complete douchebag. Yeah.
but
He did a lot of good stuff for sick kids, though.
He did. He did.
Doesn't make him less of an asshole, though.
no.
No, but the benefit I think outweighed the
All right.
negative.
I never saved any kids, so he's got that one up on me.
So
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
So this one, it's not our usual dirty, gay innuendo odd comic.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't find one for Jerry Lewis. But I guess Jerry Lewis for a while made some crossover appearances in some of the DC comics, and this one is from Superman. The Adventures of Superman meets Jerry. And on the cover, we got Superman in the background flying over to the rescue, possibly, where Jerry Lewis is changing into a Superman costume in front of a telephone booth, and we got a guy with a...
changing into or pulling down his pants?
It's hard to say.
Yes.
We're going right back to old school comic with this.
He's got a gun pointed at him and he's pulling his pants down.
There is no
Wouldn't
class.
That's what I'm seeing.
Wouldn't you?
Hey.
There's two ways to get out of it.
Do what you gotta do.
Exactly.
I would defend Jerry Lewis. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with Jerry Lewis movies.
Oh yeah, I love the
Obsessed.
old Jerry Lewis and D. Mark and stuff.
Who wants to be Mustache Guy and who wants to be Jerry Lewis?
I'll be mustache guy, I guess.
I'll be Jerry Lewis.
Right.
You better do it. Me and Jerry Lewis.
Oh, it's been a while. I used to.
Oh, dang!
Okay, you got it.
Freud life!
You got the part.
Mustache Guy?
Costume party, my eye. I've learned Superman's secret identity. It's Jerry Lewis.
Oh, me? What a time for compliments.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, that was good. All right.
It was so funny. I was just talking a couple days ago about the movie It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. And his 30 seconds in the movie where a cop's hat blows out of the window of the police, and he's just driving casually down the road, and all of a sudden he sees the hat, and he just goes, and he turns the car just to ride over the cop's hat, just to fuck with the cop, and then the guy's like, "Gary, you get back here!" And he's like, "Hey!"
Side note, whoever wakes up Luke
Hey,
has to put
lady.
him back to sleep.
Yeah. Yes, we have a young sleeping Padawan.
Here's AJ with the news.
Oh, he's so adorable.
We got some nerd news.
You want me to go? Okay.
Well, you're first on the list, so.
Well, I beat you to it, that's all.
I know.
Here's Kevin.
And
with
Kevin's
the
not
news.
eating.
Oh yeah. Here's Kevin. What? I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta make it sound old style. Yeah. Here's Kevin with the news.
You sound like
That was like Bane.
That's what I was going
Real.
for. That's what I was going for.
You think the reporters.
Yeah, it looks like good omen. Okay.
Some people report the news, others are born to do it.
First I will read the news and then I will break the news.
Nice.
Why are you here?
So, there's news about a new Amazon show called Good Omens, which is a television series based on the Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman book by the same name.
Good
And
stuff.
we have some casting confirmations. David Tennant has been confirmed to return for season 2 of Jessica Jones and will be joining Michael Sheen
So
in Amazon's Good Omens.
So
What's
excited.
the basis of the show?
Let me see.
right on,
The
long
show
time.
is set
This
in
Neil
the,
Gaiman's gonna be fucking weird.
Yeah.
the show is set in the year 2018.
So Crowley is actually Aleister Crowley.
Okay. Yeah?
The character here is Crowley.
Oh,
So if it's
Mr.
1918, we're
Crowley.
talking Aleister Crowley.
all right.
I know my occultism.
Yes, you do. Sorry, I haven't read your lyrics.
Actually, you have. And
Well, yeah.
that song is fully occult.
Oh, yeah. I googled the name. I was like, ooh. All right.
That was a leftover.
On the brink of an apocalypse as humanity prepares for a final judgment. Thankfully for humanity, a somewhat fussy angel and a fast-living demon, both of whom have become quite fond of their lifestyles among the mortals, are not looking forward to the rapture. And of course, there's the fact that someone has misplaced the Antichrist. So that's the basis of the show.
Kind of like
So-
Dogma in a way.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, that's just a typical Tuesday for me, but I mean,
Anybody find where I put the Antichrist?
I'm constantly texting Kevin and was like, I lost it again.
Someone put a bell on napping.
Bell on it.
Alright, I'm gonna copyright that.
Somebody put a bell on that fucking Antichrist.
Do you want me to go to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. I will go to the next
I just
one.
saw what's coming up next. Is this for real? Read it.
Wizard Magazine returns.
What? Slow clap.
Yes.
I had to put on my
Wizard
hot dog.
Magazine, a guide to comics, officially announced their return Wednesday. The official launch will coincide with the Wizard World Chicago convention on August 25th, online at wizardworld.com.
Is
if
it
you guys-
online?
Well, okay, basically what they're doing is they're going to do a quarterly magazine and a digital daily video news service.
Okay.
WizPop. If anybody out there doesn't know, Wizard World originally launched in 1991. It was just in time for like the rise of like Image Comics, Valiant, Dark Horse, and the big comic boom. And that was the magazine. I mean, I picked that thing up every month, and that thing had awesome articles, awesome interviews.
It's like a who's who of comics.
Well, I mean, they covered everything that was going on in comics.
Just tell me if this was Wizard.
Toy previews.
Yeah.
Tell me if this was
eventually branched
a
off.
feature in Wizard Magazine. Did they have a feature where they would like who would play who in what movie?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. They
Okay,
had.
I do remember that
Yeah,
article.
they had casting
Was
call.
there a centerfold?
They usually
might have
It
been,
did
yeah.
actually have
Holy
some
shit.
centerfolds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had posters. And they used, and for Apple, yeah. And they also had for a while Price Guides. They canceled that after a while because it just kind of became redundant. But they had, I remember it. I mean, Bart Sears used to have Brutes and Babes feature, and
Yep.
it was his like how to draw thing, which actually he just put out in a collected volume on
Nice.
Kickstarter. So I'm looking forward to that coming back around. It might be
Wizard
kind of
magazine back in my house and get a complete nostalgia for me.
It looks like essentially kind of what they're doing is because after 2000 they shut the magazine down and solely went with focused on the Wizard World cons.
Girl.
But it sort of looks like with the WizPop thing they're sort of doing what Nerdist is doing
Nice.
to a certain degree. I don't know if they're going to do like podcasts and all that stuff.
That'd be cool, though.
Yeah.
I mean, podcasts are cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
podcasts
you
are
should
so
listen
cool.
to more podcasts
Especially
on the Metal Syndicate Podcast
Syndicate.
Network.
Yeah, not Wizard.
Give us your money.
And then last but not least for me, M. Night
Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Glass synopsis has been revealed. They got a release date of January 18th, 2019.
That's my birthday.
This is
Ah. What a
That
twist.
was the twist.
so
Why is it gonna be not Shyamalan Ding Dong?
well.
That'd be something cool.
Well, basically, Glass is going to. Basically, the general breakdown is Glass is going to be the third in his Unbreakable trilogy. So he had Unbreakable, and then
I didn't mind Unbreakable.
and then it was,
Alright.
except for the ending. That was the only.
Oh,
bad,
yeah.
bad
It's
part.
kinda
Isn't that the
Oh.
bad thing about all his movies?
I know, it's not all of his
Yeah.
movies.
Well, he had that new movie out that
That
everyone's
was
raving
good.
about.
Oh,
Yeah,
the Split.
Split.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a
I
really
want
good
to
movie.
see that.
Yeah,
I
and
really
Professor
do.
X has multiple personalities.
And basically at the end of Split, they set it up where you see Bruce Willis's character from Unbreakable at a counter, and then you realize, okay, this is going to be.
I didn't
leading
know
into
that. See,
another
I
one.
wanted to see Split
Going
just
back to that
because.
movie that people
Split
didn't
was a
hate.
good movie.
What a twist!
But
Well, that's
but Glass looks like it's going to bring back Samuel L. Jackson's Mr. Glass character.
I
and
also like
the
Bill
character
Paxton,
from
but not
Split.
because he's white, but because of his acting.
Also Bruce Willis's character.
Nice.
Can we just keep him unemployed?
I would watch that. I liked all
Oh,
two of those movies.
you know he's built up so much
Collect
bitterness
acting?
since he
As
did
long as he
Unbreakable
doesn't
for me.
do
know
another
we're not
Last
doing on my
Airbender
birthday?
movie.
Seeing Glass.
That was horrible. Also, like the way
Signs?
he defended that movie. Oh,
Oh,
my god.
Signs was
Horrible.
good.
Signs,
I
I
liked
like
it too.
Signs.
Sucked.
Yeah.
The
I
didn't
like
like
village,
it. I didn't
the
like the
village
whole-
sucked. I'll
I
give
didn't
you
like the
that.
whole,
village
like,
sucked.
religious
AJ is the sole
thing,
person
but-
looking over.
The swing away thing. It's like that's not even a twist. That's just stupid expedition.
I liked
Oh.
Signs.
And then like the village. If you didn't figure out the ending of the village,
Oh.
30 seconds in the movie.
What
that
about
was the
Sixth
worst shit
Sense?
ever.
Yeah.
Everybody
All right, that
loved
was
the
a good
Sixth
one.
Sense.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
You
But, like,
can't have winners all the time.
his defense of He had a
How
lot of
about
losers.
Lady in the Water? The Lady in the Water was
I
good.
hated
that was a really cool movie. I like it.
His defense for The Last Airbender is I guess people are just not smart.
I never
enough to
saw
be able to
that
hate
one
the
because
movie.
I'm just not into that.
It's like, okay, the best thing about
Butchered it.
Last Airbender, which is probably one of the greatest cartoon shows ever, was every single person, every character in that show was amazing.
Yeah.
By the time you were like halfway through the season 1, you loved it. Even the bad guys.
See, I've never seen the cartoon. Everybody tells me the same as you. It's an amazing cartoon.
You got George Takei and Mark Hamill in the
I
same
never
cartoon.
saw The Last
Boom.
Airbender by M. Night Shyamalan because I'm not into the
one
anime
thing
thing.
I'll credit for with him with that movie was he did a good job of taking a whole season worth of TV and making it into 1 2-hour movie. Condensing it. That'll give him for it. But the one thing he took away from the Last Airbender cartoon show was he got rid of all the personalities. Casting and actor direction in that movie was horrific. He made everyone so bland from a TV series
And
that
they
everybody
couldn't
was
even
so
pronounce Aang's name right. Which
well, he
pissed
did
me
that
off.
deliberately because he was being a smug douchebag. He goes, they don't even know how to pronounce it right in the cartoon series. The proper Japanese pronunciation of Aang would be Ung, and that was him being a dick. Like, so everything about
I can't
him
believe Nickelodeon allowed it.
Oh, he's a dick.
Nickelodeon likes to make money.
His whole
That
mindset
movie
is like, if you don't
like
agree
hardcore.
with me, he's like, if you don't agree with me, you're an idiot.
So basically the deal with Glass is that Dunn, Bruce Willis's character, is going to be pursuing the Beast from Split, and Samuel L. Jackson's character is sort of the mastermind behind what's going on, and he's got like some revelations that concern both of the guys.
I'm so fucking sick of these so fucking twists.
Motherfucking twist.
Actually, one of the best M. Night Shyamalan stories ever.
I don't mind M. Night.
I was
really don't.
opening night for the movie Expendables in the theater. We had a bunch of friends. We all went out to go see this movie together, and we're all sitting there. And there was a preview for the movie, the phone booth, or whatever it was. M. Night Shyamalan
that movie.
Well, I didn't watch it, but it was fucking hilarious because it was one of those.
I never saw it. I wanted to see it. I never saw it.
It was one of those movies. Expendables was one of those movies. It was like big hardcore. We want to see crazy action, blow up, whatever. And we're watching the trailer. They showed the trailer for Red, which was amazing. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, this movie looks amazing." There was another trailer where everyone in the whole theater, you could tell everyone was kind of interested in what was going on in this phone booth trailer. And then like 3/4 of the way through the trailer, they were like, "A new film by M. Night Shyamalan." The whole theater, boo, boo! It was hilarious.
That was a double visit.
Oh, The Visit. That.
Fuck no.
That looks fucking sickening.
Yeah, it was alright.
It's creepy,
It was
but then you got to the end, you're just like,
all right. We got
That's
it.
the one with the
What was
grandparents,
one
right?
where everybody killed themselves?
Others.
Others.
The
No,
Others.
not Others.
Yeah, I think it was The Others.
No, that was the ghost one.
Yeah, that's the one where you
Hours.
find
That
out.
was a great fucking movie.
Oh, The Hours.
Was it?
Hour. No. It
Um,
was the movie with
Mark
the twist at
Wahlberg
the
was in
end.
it.
Oh.
They all have a fucking twist.
Oh, The Happening or
The
something?
Happening.
The Happening I did
That
not care
movie
That was
for.
a tough one to get through.
The Happening I did not like.
That was rough.
When I watched The Hours, I watched the movie and I thought it was actually terrifying in the theater. I'm like, oh, this is really good. And I bought it on DVD.
I enjoyed
And
The
I started
Others.
to watch
Me
it.
too.
I started to watch it on DVD when I got after I bought it and I'm like, wait a minute, kind of know how this all turns out. This is boring.
Because the others to me, it wasn't a jumper, which I fucking hate. That's a fucking cheap scare.
Yeah.
And it had a good storyline.
Yeah.
I
But
could
the-
follow it. It wasn't just scaring me for the sake of scaring me. It wasn't torture porn. It had a good story.
But the movies that he makes, it's like you can watch them twice at the most.
Yeah.
Because
That's what I'm
you
saying.
watch it the first time, it's like, oh shit, that's fucked up. Then you watch it the second time to figure
like,
out, okay,
all
I can
the
see
little
where this
bits
is
and
going.
How it
pieces.
links together.
And then you're done.
Like
Actually,
in
by the time I watched that twice,
like
I
in
was
The
bored.
Sixth Sense, you start noticing like, oh, everything is red. Like
Yeah.
you start seeing all the little bits and pieces, and he does add nuance like that.
Sixth Sense I liked. That's it. He had like 2 or 3 good ones, and then a lot of crap.
And Stuart Little. That was good.
And that wasn't M. Night, was it?
He wrote it.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw, little
that's
Stuart
4.
Little. Okay.
Sorry
Sorry to bore you with that.
All right. Well, first I got a trailer, and I have
It's not The Village, is
two
it?
bits of no, fuck no.
The trailer in the
I have the official teaser trailer for the new Punisher series coming to Netflix.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So I don't know how well you're gonna be able
Nice.
to hear this.
Nice. Can you hold up to the mic, please?
Yeah.
Oh, how you gonna all see it?
It doesn't matter. Watch
All the things that I'd done,
great comic book. It's gonna be great.
He's coming to collect.
It's supposed to be coming out sometime this November.
I'm excited. He's my favorite Punisher
Yeah.
ever.
Did you guys watch Defenders yet?
I did.
did not.
I've
I
been
got through the
meaning
whole
to.
thing.
You watched it without me?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
The whole series is out now?
I watched the whole thing already. I'm already
How was
watching
it?
it.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Oh, okay.
I kind of
Really
can't
good.
Looks
wait.
like I won't be sleeping tonight.
He thinks he talks like Christian Bill Batman in there.
Well, speaking of the Defenders, Marvel's The Defenders has been officially certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. So it was very good in my opinion. Please go check it out. Iron Fist wasn't a complete whiny little bitch like he was in
the series.
in his own series. He was a little bit more of a badass in the series, but I kind of had to laugh every time he said, "I'm the immortal Iron Fist," because it was just like, I can't take you seriously, dude. But other than that, the story was good. Sigourney Weaver was fantastic in her role.
I love Sigourney Weaver.
She's a talent.
She was good in Ghostbusters.
She was awesome
going
in
places.
Finding Dory.
Yeah, I remember that.
I won't give away any spoilers or anything, but I think there's only 8 episodes to the series. So,
They do that to you.
but there was a beginning, a middle, and an end. So now
I
there's
don't
gonna
like
be-
these short seasons that they do on Netflix.
Is this just going to be a one-off series?
There's already talks about another season
Okay.
for it, but like
'Cause
they
they all have their own
got
shows.
they're
Yeah.
already working on season
They're
2 of
busy.
Jessica Jones.
Oh, they are doing a second Jessica Jones.
Yeah, that
I
was in
didn't-
my news,
Yeah.
honey.
Oh,
You
was
weren't
it?
paying
And
attention to
No, I was
David
not.
Tennant is confirmed for it, like Kevin said.
Oh,
but,
that's right. Yeah,
but,
okay.
But he's gonna be more like a ghost to her. Like just
Well, yeah,
messing with her.
she kind of fucked him up
Yeah.
last season.
Yeah, she like killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is talks about Daredevil
But
season
anything with
3.
David Tennant.
Iron Fist was confirmed, but now I'm hearing reports that it's up in the air right now, and they are doing Luke Cage season 2. But they
Oh,
will be
that would
doing
be good. I loved Luke Cage.
they'll be doing
even
more,
more than Jessica Jones,
Defenders.
I think.
So be on the lookout for that and check out the Defenders. Also confirmed for all you Star Wars geeks out there, Obi-Wan Kenobi movie has been confirmed, along with
We knew.
Boba Fett, Yoda, and a Jabba the Hutt movie.
Is
Please
it
don't.
all
What?
confirmed?
All confirmed.
Wait, I'll take Yoda.
Well,
I'll take Obi-Wan.
in
I'll take
development.
Jabba.
They're working on that.
There could be some cool shit with Jabba. You could actually make that almost
Well,
like a
we
gangster.
kind of
Yeah,
knew
yeah.
Obi-Wan. We kind of knew Boba Fett movie. We don't really need a Boba Fett movie.
I would take a
Not
Jango
really.
Fett. You could do so much more with the Jango Fett movie.
I would like to see
I
a
would-
Yoda movie.
The Jango Fett movie would be good.
Yeah.
You get so much background on a character that you don't know anything
Yeah,
I would
that would
like
be
to see-
awesome.
Sometimes that's not a good thing.
I would like to see like a bounty hunter movie, like a Suicide Squad type thing. With bounty hunters.
But good.
But yeah, but good this time.
But good. Yoda movie, fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah. Dude, you can make
That
like a
sounds so
gangster movie.
weird.
Make it the Godfather.
The God.
Honestly, I was having a conversation online. I really wish that Star Wars gave us more Star Wars stories that kind of
Salacious
went away.
Crumb.
Salacious
Is he
Crumb.
gonna be the guy that's?
Like, see
The
the
high
picture I
school
sent?
years.
You guys see the movie
It's like
poster
how
I
they
sent?
met.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Road
What?
tour movie
A love
poster?
story.
I did see that.
we saw it in the like chat. Yeah.
I think I like to see more stuff like Rogue One that's a little bit separated from the original.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want to see Ewan McGregor play Obi-Wan again.
Well, here's the thing with this article. This is mainly just about Obi-Wan. It says that it hasn't been confirmed yet that Ewan McGregor is going to be Obi-Wan.
If he's not, they can't do
I will
it.
Yeah.
boycott
can't.
that
Yeah.
fucking movie.
Yeah, it hasn't been confirmed yet, but
He will.
he's been talking about it. for
He
some
will.
He
time.
says he wants to. He's available
he's
to
got-
do
he's
it.
What's it
been
saying?
asked.
He's
Nathan
already
Fillion
fucking-
is gonna play?
Oh yeah, that's right.
They're
There
just-
is something in
They're
here
just
about
playing
Nathan.
games.
Nathan Fillion.
I hate you guys too.
I wonder what they're gonna. I wonder what they're gonna do with the Yoda movie. If they're gonna.
I want to see a young Yoda.
Make
That'd
it,
be
they
awesome.
I want to see Yoda
Make
like
it, they
13
will.
and naked.
Yeah, I wonder
What?
if Yoda will
Okay.
be taller.
I don't know.
Baby
No,
Yoda.
serious.
Like
Wait,
a
what?
couple inches taller.
Baby
Or
Yoda.
like maybe like he kind of starts off like when he's like 20, like he's like
Benjamin Button,
like my height, and then he shrinks as he gets older.
Well, we don't know it. We know nothing about his race.
Exactly.
He's the last one, isn't
My
it?
balls dropped. They did.
High school movies for all of them.
We know absolutely nothing about his species, so it's like they can do anything with it.
Date me, you weird.
Is that it for the news?
Yes, it is.
Fucked I am.
My lightsaber's not the only one that's erect.
Oh boy.
Douche you are.
You got some new toys going on there? Some toy reviews?
Yeah, this week all the Star Wars toy action. I got to give Kevin props on this one because he texted me.
Are you taking those props? Are you accepting the props?
God, I am prepped.
Kevin has now accepted the props.
He's a tripod.
I've been literally checking videos out.
Wow.
I've been checking out videos online for like Star Wars toys leaked forever, and I'm like, I wake up on Thursday, and I'm like hungover and just like dead to the world, and I get a text from Kevin. You see this? I'm like, and next thing you know, it's like, thanks a lot. You just basically forced me to sit on my couch and watch videos on YouTube for the rest of the day till I go to work. But first of all, yeah, we officially have Star Wars toys out in a boot.
That's racist.
That's racist.
Hey, I'm from Buffalo, which is almost Canadian. So
I am Canadian.
I am Canadian. Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you on it. I am Canadian though, but.
All right,
We're just
first
going
thing
to
I'm going to do, we have the Resistance Ski Speeder, which is going to be the biggest battleship that we have for the Rebels. This it's smaller. It's almost like A-wing size.
It looks like a B-wing.
Yeah. Oh,
Maybe
I
it's
didn't
a
even
C-wing.
think about that.
That is a B-wing.
Actually, I missed one of my pictures to you guys as well. Yeah, you're right. It is. It's like a smaller scale B-wing.
Yeah, the only difference is that tail thing sticking out of it.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Did you?
I'm trying to laugh. I missed the picture that I sent you guys. Give me one second.
What is he doing?
I stared at that
I have the.
It looks like they're doing all sorts of shit with this like force thing that they have. This little
Yeah,
little
the
wrist
Force
thing.
Band. This is gonna go.
Yeah, that's popped up on a
This
lot
is
of
It
them.
feels very forced.
This is.
2 points to House AJ.
That's what she said.
Points to Hufflepuff.
Oh, I didn't get it.
You would be
I'll have to send it to you. There is a Kylo Ren TIE Fighter coming out.
Really?
The thing looks nasty. It comes with the only Kylo Ren from this movie that actually has the
Oh,
mask
there's like a
on.
little picture of it in the corner.
Yeah, I had pictures of them. The problem is you can't find these leaked photos anywhere.
Yeah.
There's video footage where people got some, but all the pictures that they had in the videos, they don't have out online. I think they're grabbing stuff and deleting it. Next, Force Links. The way the Force Links work is they're saying that there is some interaction with the players in these wristbands that you put on your wrist. There's also talk like you hold a vehicle and it makes the sound of the vehicle when it's flying. There's talk of stuff like that with this. Kind of cool.
Sounds like there's a lot of wrist play when you're playing with
There's
stuff.
a lot of wrist play.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Does it make any fat noises?
All right, a couple of the figures that I have up so far. I got the there's the Rey, Luke Skywalker, and the Kylo Ren that I have. They're bad pictures. These are like pictures, cell phone camera photos from like stores. By the way, all this stuff all this stuff is already in stores in Panama right now.
In Panama.
Lucky bastards.
Road trip.
Road trip.
Doing you guys beat me to it.
High five.
Yeah.
These are the basic 5-part articulated figures.
Damn it! 1 second.
3.75 inch.
3.75 because I don't talk about the 6-inch ones.
Right.
The Luke and the Rey were available at Comic-Con. Luke did not have any features with him.
He didn't have his camel poncho?
No camel poncho.
No camel poncho.
But they are re-releasing that. Obviously, they were like repaints of what these are.
Yeah.
The paint jobs I've seen on them on some videos I've seen were amazing. They look very well detailed. It's a plastic cloak on Luke, but the way it comes off, it looks very realistic, and his face paint is amazing. I don't know if they're using that same scan technology that they're using on the black figures for the 3 3/4.
I'm sure they do.
But these faces look amazing for these figures. Again, I can't get stuff online that's as good as the stuff that I've seen in the videos so far. But like Kylo Ren, he's unmasked. He's got almost like a chainmail outfit, which kind of gives you like the whole Knights of Ren type look to him. And I believe this one comes with a helmet that goes on and off. These are more figures.
Oh, your helmet.
This is all the first wave of figures.
Wait, I don't see Consul Zuvio.
Don't get me started.
He's the one to
kidding
get.
me? He's not in this movie?
Don't get me started. Well, that's the other thing. What I'm saying. Well, when we saw the Star Wars. What was it the thing they did in Florida? Star Wars Celebration, and they keep talking about this female character that they're just introducing and how great she was, what a brilliant actress she is.
Oh, the mechanic one.
Yeah, they got her toy here. Watch her not show up.
She'll probably beat it in like 2 seconds.
Yeah. That's the whole Hasbro Disney thing of we've got women in this movie.
Okay.
Except we don't.
Except we don't. I have a picture of all the first wave of toys. If you'll notice, we don't have a Snoke.
Nope. No
And
Snoke.
why? Why is there no Snoke?
I'm asking
Because they're keeping it from us.
No.
Oh, we got it.
Tell us, Scotty. Why is there
Snoke
no
is
Snoke?
coming. Looking for where is she?
That is what she
That's what she
said.
said.
I heard her say it. I totally heard her say it. She said it that time.
We have a play set. And it seems like this is the actual fuck you play set for Star Wars.
Wow,
It is
they're actually doing a play set.
A real play set. First, it starts off as a BB-8 with working noises.
Nice.
And then
Go on.
it opens up into this motherfucker.
This is the motherfucker that it opens up to.
When is Luke getting
This
this?
is Snoke's playset. It comes with Snoke.
I'm
This is
getting
the only way you can get a Snoke.
We're
Yeah,
getting
so
it on the
far.
premise that we're giving it to Luke.
Which means that they're probably going to release a Snoke later. But this is like if you want to get him in the first wave.
This is awesome because Hasbro doesn't do play sets anymore.
It's Mighty Max.
Well, they've been doing. Hasbro's
That's
been doing this
fantastic.
thing where they're doing half vehicle, half playset thing.
Yeah.
Like they did the Millennium Falcon, which they were like, if this sells well, then they did the AT-ACT, which is kind of like a vehicle that had play value to it, like a playset style.
Is there a
But
price tag on that?
If you look at the top, no price tag yet, but there is Snoke on the top. He's about in the 3 3/4 scale.
So we now know that
he's
Luke
normal
is
size.
getting a land speeder, and he
No,
is getting
he's not.
this
It's a
BB-8
little taller.
toys.
Look.
Luke is about 5 inches, or Snoke is about 5 inches
How
tall.
big is this thing?
But I know there was like
He was originally supposed to be like 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
yeah, and there was also speculation that he was like Yoda size, like
Yeah.
The toy for him is about 2 inches taller than the other Star Wars toys.
How big is this BB-8?
It's looking like it's going to be about this big.
Looks like the
Foot and a
size.
half, 2 feet tall?
It's looking like it's the size of a child's torso.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
So
We
if you
it to
have a
scale.
torso round,
We have a genie.
I just love.
or a genie.
she's child size.
I just love too. Like,
I am.
if
My
you notice
torso is.
the windows on
Genie's fun
My
size.
torso never grew.
She's fun size.
the windows in the playset kind of have a very Death Star-esque
I like
look
it.
to them.
Yeah.
It also
That's a
comes
good
with.
display case thing.
It
If
also
I
comes
knew
with
that our
little-
son would not tear this to shreds in 30 seconds, I would get it.
It also comes with a one of the Royal Guards, so it comes with 2 figures.
I thought it was interesting. There's a trash compactor on it.
Yeah, I think down the bottom,
There's gotta be some kind
bottom
of
left-hand corner.
some base.
There's probably this scene. This
Please
playset
don't have a trash
is
compactor
probably not
scene.
going to even be in the movie. And the thing is, they're probably coming out with this playset to give you like your Death Star playset.
Yeah,
Well,
it
isn't
looks
that
very
where
Death Star.
they
That's
threw,
where. What's her face? Yeah. Captain Phasma.
That's where
Phasma.
Phasma ended up, so maybe that's where her
Maybe
story
they'll dig her out of it.
starts.
Maybe.
Or maybe they won't touch upon it in the movie, but you can have your own playset you can throw Captain Phasma in.
Perfect.
Who
Yeah.
doesn't
The
want it?
garbage.
And now I sent you the actual
basically
movie
just-
shot.
it's
Let's show
basically
that
just a
first.
Captain Phasma carry
Chewbacca and the
case.
poor character. Okay,
These are
Next.
the new Ewoks.
these are the new Ewoks. They're called porgs. These are little bird. They were based on bird type characters that were actually found on the island that Luke is on.
Yeah.
Yeah. These things are. These are the new Ewoks.
Yes, we are getting Ewoks.
I want one for my own.
Oh,
So are the playset.
I had more pictures of the playset. Sorry.
Doesn't
that's
matter.
A close up of Snoke.
We've got these
Guard,
little
Kylo
hamster
Ren.
things.
This is the same playset right here.
penguins.
Yeah, same playset.
I don't care what they are. They're
Sorry.
so cute.
We're going back. Okay, so as I showed you the porg.
There's a better picture of Snoke.
Yeah, that's the way Snoke looks. Yeah.
In the nice Playboy Mansion gold
You
robe.
have
Yeah.
And
It's the Hugh
Snoke
Hefner
is a
of the dark
pimp.
side.
I guess he is.
Okay, and now the Porg
You
is going
go,
to be
Snow.
available in a Furby-like full plush.
Of course.
Fully interactive.
The only reason they made that character was to sell fucking toys.
Hey, and I'm going to buy them.
Me
Look at
too.
that face.
The
Look
only
at him.
reason this character exists.
Man, I hope they do some like
Well, I guess they were inspired.
internet stuff like that. The squirrel that makes a face, but it's them.
Like, I guess they were inspired by some penguins that are actually indigenous to
actually,
Scott Michael.
I got
That
pictures
needs
of
to be
them.
indigenous to our house.
That needs to be indigenous. Yeah. I have pictures of them. Give me 1 second, because I didn't send you guys this pic. Maybe I should do it to put with the Porg. Yeah, this is what it's based off
I'm
of.
having a breakdown right
These-
now.
What is it?
These birds were on the island that they filmed, and while they were filming the movie and they saw these birds walking around, they were like, oh, they kind of like took the personality of this from the personality of these birds. Apparently they're like mechanic type creatures.
And they drive the Millennium Falcon?
Apparently they annoy the piss out of Chewbacca, which, when you tie the whole room together, Chewbacca comes with a little Porg toy too. If you look at the Chewbacca action figure,
Honey, I'm your
pictures
porg.
are all over the place.
Doesn't make any sense.
Well, I guess if you're looking for it.
A Porgulus.
Okay, there it is. There it is.
You found it?
So here, Michelle, you get
Chewbacca comes with a little Porg.
you get a
too.
Chewbacca and you get a free Porg thing.
Aww.
Oh god,
Yeah.
you're peeking.
Yeah, so Agrippa's not liking the Porg that much.
I love him.
I had some better
I'm not
pictures. I
either,
got some
so-
better pictures of Ray. And yeah, so that's it. That's the Star Wars. I gotta send you guys the Kylo Ren TIE Fighter. I might have to do a screenshot from YouTube
Yes,
on that one.
send me
Yeah, I
the
think
real
that
Kylo
is-
Ren.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I think it's awesome. You're gonna poke your eye out on
Probably.
it.
Yeah.
It looks sharp.
Yeah.
Like just in the picture in the corner.
Yeah, so that's the stuff that we're gonna be running to
Impale your
on
siblings.
Force Friday to buy,
Yes.
which we're gonna probably do a League of Extraordinary Frontmen go to Force Friday together video.
Time for a show? No, we did show and tell. It's time for shameless plugs.
Take two.
It's
So,
late. It's
too
really
bad
late.
you don't edit.
Who's got what going on when and where? Anyone?
Scott.
Bueller.
Crossing Rubicon is going to be headlining Big Kahuna Fest at Fett Music Hall in Rhode Island, spelled R-H-O-D.
Boba Fett.
Um,
Boba Fett.
Where? Killed by a blind guy. We're going back to that. Anyway. And then we're going to follow up September 30th at Bleachers for Scotty Anarchy's birthday bash. We have Falling Further. We have Demon Chauffeur. We have Devil Inside. Yeah, it's a great lineup, and the only lineup that I would possibly deserve for my birthday bash.
Nice.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure how to take that.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all
I
for
think
now.
I've talked about myself long enough.
AJ?
November 4th, Bleachers, Bristol. It is the solo show for melanoma and pulmonary fibrosis with guest musicians for the show, including most of the people here at this table. Vision Within is opening. I'm still working on another band for the bill, and hopefully a new place to rehearse at. So, yeah, $15 at the door. There's going to be a raffle. Please save the date. And yeah, that's it.
And we'll see you at the show.
Yes.
Kevin James Furr, do you have anything you're plugging?
No, actually. She's outside right now.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Agrippa 93 does not have any shows to plug. We don't have anything booked in the immediate future. We are going to be processing our album now. We're looking for our April release, hopefully for our annual bash.
Nice.
Have this album out in hands.
Yeah, you changed the date for like 27 years up.
It was originally released for, going to be released for 2048, but we bumped that up, and it's now looking like 2018. So
That's fantastic.
yeah. Also, an unband related thing, something new I just found out the other day. a guy who I buy toys from regularly, my dealer, he offered me a table at a toy show in Windsor Locks on September 17th. So I will have my own table there, and I'll be selling maybe some custom painted figures. I'll have some vehicles that I painted.
What day is this?
September 17th. Are you listening?
Day. Is that Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
I think it's a Sunday. So I might be missing leave that day. Depends on what time it is.
Which means the stunt double will be.
Find out. Yeah.
If I'm not working either.
Get us times. Get us like locations and stuff. Let's
Well,
go to this.
Well, when I get all the information, I'll be plugging it every week, so you'll have it ingrained in your head.
He just wants to go so we can meet your dealer.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hello, it's a toy show. What about, so Agrippa's going to be selling toys at a toy show.
Not only that, but I'll be selling stuff that I make, like, the displays that I've made before with the background that says G.I. Joe on it.
That's awesome.
I have like a whole assembly line at my house right now that I'm working tirelessly to get that shit done. And hopefully I have a bunch of those ready to go for September 17th.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if it's going to be a big show or not. I think it just might be like something new, like a pioneering kind of show, But I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, you're going to be a pioneer. That's
awesome.
Maybe you could have your own booth at Rubicon next year.
That would be awesome. So that's going to be it for plugs. Let's close out the show.
Just make sure you don't book a show that day.
Oh, no shit. That was rough, AJ.
Oh, it's okay. I didn't go this year either.
Visit the Metal Syndicate website at metalsyndicate-ct.com for all their podcasts in the Metal Syndicate Podcast Network, including Metal Syndicast, Thought Manicast, CT Metal Gear, the Paul Adol Podcast, Alternative Control Audio, Roadhousen with Sugar Bean, and Mrs. B. They're on their 7th episode, going on 8. I think I'm going. Yeah, I'll have to check my inbox and see if episode 8 is out yet.
What number are we at now? And I read it.
We're on 86.
86. We're coming in on 100, baby.
You can check us out on OFNR every Friday at 7 p.m. Also, please follow us on Facebook.com/The League of Extraordinary Frontmen. And on YouTube, we have a whole bunch of videos out there. And Scotty Anarchy just released part 2 of his Voltron review.
Got some great reviews and great video, great views on that. And it's cool because I'm getting people from Voltron sites that are like recommending things that they want to see in a review now. I'm like, yeah, just send it to me.
Very cool.
For free.
Yeah. Let's see. Also,
they're
check
actually
us.
call themselves Anarchy heads. People that follow me now.
Yeah. Now you're dreaming. Okay. On Twitter.
We're buying a church.
Official LXF. Thanks for listening to the League of Extraordinary Frontmen. Please email all your questions, comments, arguments, corrections to leagueofextraordinaryfrontmen@gmail.com. And we'll read them right on the show. We promise. It's going to wrap up episode 86. We have 100 coming up soon. We need to start planning for our 100th show.
I'm actually before that. God. I'm planning a 96.
I didn't think this would go that long.
I know. I thought like 4 at the most. And, one of you would storm off in a huff.
I already got episode 96. It's going to be episode 69. Scotty Anarchy's got dyslexia.
I think that's going to be it for this week. Thanks for listening.
Bye.